the ingredients that I'm going to be using. Yes, recording in progress. We always have to do a bit like that. So I'm going to ask my assistant. I have a very beautiful assistant to hold my camera for me, who's going to be staying in the background. Okay, let me change a bit on my background, okay? Okay, yeah. So I am actually going to be using very few today, okay? So let's see the things that I'm going to be using. So the first thing is that I'm going to be using couscous. So I'm going to use this brand, couscous. So this one, actually, I'm going to tell you the benefit of couscous. So couscous I'm going to be using for the carb, okay? And I am going to be using different colors veggies. So if you have actually joined our Coach Sidhu's phytonutrition class or the session, you definitely would know today why I'm actually using so many colors. Okay, so for orange color, I'm going to be using carrot, and I'm going to be using zucchini. Okay, so I'm going to be using green zucchini, and I'm going to use yellow zucchini. And for purple color, I'm going to be using purple cabbage. Okay, so I'm going to use purple cabbage for this. One other thing that you can actually use for purple color is you can go for purple carrots. Okay, so we have different color carrots also. So there are yellow carrots, there are orange, and there are purple ones. So I wasn't able to actually get purple carrots here. So my substitute for the purple color, I'm going to use cabbage, and it goes really well, and the taste is amazing. Okay, so those are the veggies. I'm going to use a bit of mixed veggies also. So for mixed veggies, I'm going to use corn, long beans, again carrot, and peas. Okay, and then it goes for protein. So I'm going to use 2 protein this time. Okay, so I'm going to use egg for protein. I'm using egg because one thing, we can use this as protein, and the other thing is that it's actually really helps to harden the tart. So it gives you actually the tart taste or even the texture of the tart. And the other one I'm using is fish today. So you can, if you want to use chicken, you can use chicken. If you wanted to use fish, you can use fish. But if you really wanted to like go ahead without adding any meat, you can just put it aside and you can go for the egg only. So only egg, because you're still getting the protein. Okay.
Which is
And then
using canned tuna or normal tuna?
so this one is canned tuna. Okay. I am using freshly canned tuna because this is very fresh ones. I can assure you because I got it from authentic place. Okay. But the thing is, here's the thing. Processed ones, you should always put aside. Okay. So you can go for fresh tuna. I'm going to teach how you can do that. Okay. You can go for chicken, and I'm going to tell you how to do this chicken because the chart that I've already made is with chicken. So I'm going to tell you everything, how you can actually change the whole meal in different ways that you actually wanted to enjoy the way you want. Okay. But we are going to learn, we're going to learn how to use phytonutrients. We're going to learn how to use complex carb, and we're going to be learning how to use protein. Okay, so everything in one dish, but you can remove the things that you do not want and add the things that you want. Okay, so those are okay. I'm also going to use spices. I am using cajun seasoning today. Okay, and the rest is I'm going to be using salt, and as I always love the chili flavor, I'm going to be using chili flakes. Okay. Okay, so the first thing is I'm gonna warm the water for the couscous. Okay, so this is not gonna take much time. Couscous is really easy to make because it only takes 5 minutes for you to make couscous. Okay, So I'm gonna just put it here. Okay. And ready this. Okay. So one thing you can do is that you can boil the water and that's it. Just put it into a plate and put your couscous and put the lid on. Okay. So I'm gonna warm the water, but I'm also gonna use the stove so then the water will be more warm. It won't take much time. But if the thing is that when you put the water in the stove and try to warm it up, it may take some time. So as we are always in a rush for everything, so that's the reason why we don't actually use it. Okay. So it's almost done. Okay. So couscous is really good at, it has fiber in it. So it really helps you in lowering your sugar. And it actually helps in your digestive system. So it's easy to do for couscous. So if you're looking for a lighter one than rice, it's also always good to have couscous in your meals. Okay. It's a complex carb. So we all go complex carb and fibers, right? So okay, so you can hear the boiling of water. Okay, and I'm going to use this egg bit here. Ready? And okay, I'm going to open it. You can use any kind of flavor you like. Okay, you can use peri peri, you can use chicken seasoning, you can use anything. Oh, and one more thing I'm going to be using is chicken stock. Okay, so if you don't want chicken stock, you can go for even veggie stock. Okay. Okay, it's done. So I'm not going to use too much because I don't want the tart to be so thick. Okay, so I want it to be really thin. Okay, so I'm going to add. Okay, so I'm just going to use half of it. Okay, it depends on the amount that you are actually using. So I'm going to use just a little bit. 3 parts of it. Okay. Okay, can you guys see? Okay, and then I'm gonna add so I always go for my heart till my ancestor says enough child. But you can use 1 teaspoon. Okay, so just 1 teaspoon of it is going to be enough. Right. Okay, and so you're using chicken stock as well as you're using the Cajun seasoning. This already have salt in it. So putting too much salt is not going to be good. So it's going to be too salty if you do that. So just I'm going to use just a little bit of salt. Okay. Because I don't want it to be salty. Okay. And then I am going to use, take it a second. Okay. I'm going to add chili flakes. Just 1 teaspoon would be okay. But if you like it more hot, you can add as much as you want for your taste. Okay. So I'm going to add here and then see. Okay. I just want the chicken stock to be mixed. So this is already warmed up. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put the stove off. Okay. You're going to put the stove off and then you're going to add the couscous. That's how you cook couscous. So you're just going to add just a bit, depending on the amount of water that you're using. Okay. So if you really wanted to do the measuring 1 cup couscous is going to be enough for the amount of tart that I'm going to be using. So put the lid on and keep it. That's it. So we'll let the couscous be done, and then we'll go for onions. Okay. So one thing you can do is that add the onion to the couscous, or you can just sprinkle the onion any way you want. Okay. So today, what I am actually going to do is that I'm going to add it to the couscous. Okay. So I'm just gonna, not gonna use cutting board. I am just gonna give this. Okay. I'm not gonna use too much even, because I don't want it to be like crunchy in the mouth. Okay. So I'm gonna just use just a little bit. So it's almost done because the whole water is actually now absorbed. Okay. So I'm gonna put the lid back. That is done. Okay. So we are going to peel off this. Okay, so you can use different peelers. The one that I'm using today will give you a thicker ones. Okay, let me just, you guys can see, right? So the one that I am using is gonna give a thick one, but for you to make the garnish part, so I'm actually garnishing today so that the meal is really appealing to eat even. Plus you're getting all the nutrients that you need to your body today. So I'm going to use this one today. So just take so you don't have to do the whole amount, just a little bit, okay? Okay, so we're going to do the same to all, okay? The zucchinis also, we're going to peel it off like this to the zucchinis also. So if you want, you can take longest ones. I'm going to do a little bit today. So I'm going to teach you how to do roses, okay? Okay. It's not going to be that difficult, okay? Okay, let's see the couscous. So I'm going to keep it, and then I'm going to, give me 1 second. I'm gonna just bring up. So when you actually test the couscous already done, use a fork, okay? You guys can see, right? See? It's done. It didn't take you much time, right? So now what we're going to do is that we're going to use this for the tart, okay? We keep this here. Let's take this. And okay, let's do it here. Okay, I'm gonna keep it here and then make the tart. You can see, right? So just take it. So mix all, okay? Because since the water is inside, all the spices that you have used is gone under. So just mix it well and then just put it to your tart, okay? So for the baking, you need to preheat your oven, okay? So you're gonna preheat your oven and you're gonna use 350 degrees, okay? So you can use, so it depends the amount of time that you put, actually, the amount of time that you put for the baking will depend on the warmness that you're putting. So today, the oven that I am using is 250. So I'm just gonna use 20 to 10 minutes for the baking. Okay. So the first baking of the tart part will take you around that 10 to, so if it is like 350, you can use like 15 minutes or so. Okay. Okay, so the base is done, but we need like additional part here, right? You guys can see, right? Do tell me if you can't see, okay? Okay. You guys can see, right? You can ask any questions. You can unmute and ask also, okay? If not, if you can go into the chat log and our beautiful host is going to be helping us. Okay? Coach Park will help us deliver in the questions. So who likes couscous? So I'm not using any kind of flour, okay? I'm just going to be using this. So you can just, with your fingers, you can adjust the whole thing.
Coach Ifa, how is the texture?
So
Is
this
it
one is kind of soft. Let me, yeah,
Is it moist?
it's moist. It's moist. You can see, right? It's moist. It's very moist. So it actually gives, like, we can just put our finger and just adjust the whole thing as a tart. So when after baking, it goes like it gets crusted, like gives you the tart hardness. But right now, it's actually moist. Okay, I'm gonna. So the other thing is that since you're not using flour, it's not gonna get as hard as the, what do you say, the hard tarts that you take. So that's the reason why I'm actually using the egg to it. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna take it. So for the egg, I'm gonna
Also,
use
have
1
any
egg.
question, you can type it in the inbox or you can just unmute and ask. Okay.
Yes, yes. The more question it comes is better, actually, I would say. Okay, so I'm just gonna do 1 egg for the first baking. Okay, so just add a bit and I'm just gonna pour it. Okay, so this is actually gives you the hard taste of the tart. Okay, this will make your tart hard.
The egg itself will hold the texture together, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna bake it now. Okay, I'm just gonna put it here. Okay, and now we're gonna go back for the peeling. It's a lot of peeling today. Okay, so we will just peel the yellow. So when it comes to zucchini also is very healthy. Okay, so the benefits in zucchini, one thing, it's like even like the cucumbers, it has a lot of water content and it's high in fiber, so it is high in antioxidants also, so it helps you fight your radicals in your body. And when it is high in fiber, it always helps you with your digestion. Okay, so it's easy for you to cook even. So that those are, and it's actually, it gives your blood sugar, reduce your blood sugar also. So it's helpful. And the other thing is this dish, what it's going to do is that each color has a different benefits. So you're going to have the yellow color benefits and the green color ones all in one. Okay. So just peel the whole thing off. So if you actually put in now since you have already seen the picture, so I'm garnishing it all together. If you're using all together, you need to use the whole thing. But if you're just gonna put the veggies in half and decorate in different ways that you want, you can use any amount. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it. Okay. So,
If is there any trick we can do to peel it off like very thin and long?
yeah, it depends on your peeler. It
Do
depends
we
on
have to hold the vegetable in a certain position, or
no, it's not that.
from one side only, or from
No, both sides you can do it. So you see, so it's going to be difficult. So it will adjust to your peeler also. Okay. So it just adjusts to this part also. So the amount, the length of the thickness, it comes to the amount that it holds. But if I want to like, so for the decoration, so it's difficult. So when it comes to more, it's difficult to peel it off like that. So what I always do is that I round it out. So these part, the smaller parts, I can use inside. And the thick parts, I can use it outside. So I can just round it up. So it doesn't actually has to be like the whole thing doesn't has to be all in the middle. You can just turn and like all the things. So today my dish is more on, actually the decoration is more on roses. So that's the reason why I need the yellow part to be there always. So when I round it out, you can only see the yellow part. Okay. So let's do the green one also. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna see the bake. Give me 1 second. It's almost done. Okay. So till it's done, let's peel off the green zucchini. Okay. So if you don't want to decorate it as roses, you can decorate differently also. Okay. I'll tell you how you can do it. So you can take thin slice, nicely thin slice. Okay. So it depends on the peeler that you get. Some peelers will make it thinner than the slice that I am taking right now. Okay, so if you really want to have it like thin ones, you can just go for it. But any peeler will actually helps you peel it like this. Okay.
Asifa, can you
Yeah.
repeat the dough part, the measurements? For some, there's some latecomers, so can you repeat the dough part? Just a summary.
Measurements.
Just a summary about the dough part.
Okay. So for the dough, I am using couscous. I use the couscous. So 1 cup of couscous and a bit of water will be added. So you can use not one, just a pinch of salt because you're using chicken stock in it. Chicken stock already have salt in it. So your salty taste would be more if you're adding fine salt into it. So what I have actually used for the tart part is couscous. And then I added Punjun seasoning. I added chili flakes. So 1 spoon on everything. Okay, 1 teaspoon, not tablespoon, teaspoon on everything, and 1 cup of couscous. Okay. Okay, so let's see how the tart is. Okay. So I'm going to be baking it again. That's the reason why I didn't go all the way. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is that I can think of the way that I wanted to actually decorate it. And I can just add everything. So I'm going to add the chicken. I'm sorry, the veggies. So I wanted to make a crescent. So if you want it, like if you want the whole thing, you can decorate it as that. So, but I just wanted to half of it to be veggies and the other half can be just empty as a tart. But you can eat both. Okay. So I'm gonna add the chicken. Sorry, the fish. So when you wanted to do the fish, raw fish, you can just cut into cubes. Okay. You can cut into cubes. And when you do the tart, the couscous one, right? So the one that I did with the water, when I added the water, I added the onions, right? So when you wanted to do it like that, you can add the similar way you can add the fish into it, or the chicken that you're using, you can just cube and then you can use it in that one. Okay. So when you do the chicken like that, so when you add the chicken cubes into the water, it will give you like the chicken stock flavor. The liquid in the chicken is going to come out. And when you add the salt and everything, so when you do it like that, you will not be adding that chicken stock. Okay. Because already you're getting the chicken stock with the chicken itself, right? When the water gets boiled, when you put the chicken in. So it's already done. So when the water gets boiled up, you can put the couscous in. So then it is not going to be like this way, okay? It's not going to come like this way. Then the whole tart is going to have chicken everywhere. But the thing is that when you add the egg, it gives you the tart, right? The taste, the texture of the tart. So it's going to be either way, it's going to help you with that. So now I'm going to teach you how to make the rolls, okay? It's very easy. Okay, so you guys can see, right? So just roll it, okay? You just have to roll. And then it will give you the sticks. Okay, so just roll. And then you can just take another piece and then roll around. So it's giving you guys can see, right?
It's really beautiful, Kochika.
Yeah. So the other thing that I was saying, if you wanted to like decorate in a different way, okay? So this is so if you wanted to rose, you can just add different roses here. But if you wanted to go for like a different kind of a design, okay? So what you can do is that you can edit here, okay? Keep it like that, and then add the yellow around it, and then just go ahead and like go round and round and round, and the whole tart is going to be like a veggie tart, round ones. But today I'm going to be using roses, so I'm going to do the rose part. Okay, I'm going to just add the roses. So that's green. So this one actually breaks it easily, so that means this is a bit thicker. That's the reason why it's breaking a bit. So you can use a slim one also, where you can take the texture, but breaking is also not that bad because it gives you the inside part easy, nicely. Okay. Okay, so you just roll it around. See, it's very easy. So this can be actually a dish where you can just invite your friends, your family, and they can just come and see like the beautiful dish that you have made. So yeah, just add it. Okay, it's gonna stay like that. And the tricky part is this one, okay? The cabbage. So if it is like the purple carrot, it's gonna be so easily rounded, right? But this one has difficult. So we're gonna find, so this is thick, right? This is too thick. So it's gonna be very difficult to roll around. Okay, so, but the thing is there are slimmer leaves. So you're gonna take these slim ones, okay? So when you like take this part out, you can use it for another dish. You can just chop it and keep it in your fridge and you can use it for another dish. But you can use this one. Okay, so this is the slim leaf. This one has, so this part is easy to roll around. So I'm gonna just take that part only for the flower part. Okay, so I'm just gonna give a different. So I'm gonna do it with my hand and then just roll it. Okay, so this cabbage is not going to be as smooth as carrots, but it still gives you a rose the way. Okay, there. See? So when you can just put it in and adjust it, the whole thing. Okay, then let's do carrots. Okay, so if you take like the slimmer parts inside, it's always easy to bring this inside part. So slim ones, I mean thin ones, okay? Not the slim ones, thin ones. So just roll it around. Do tell me if you can't see, okay? Okay, so see, this is going to be the stem. And then just roll everything else. Hey. So the more thin this is, the moisture in this itself is going to hold the whole thing. Okay, since mine today it's a bit thick, so that's the reason I see it's opening up. So you can just adjust the whole thing there. Okay, just put it inside and adjust a bit. That's the reason why I put the veggies around here so that it can hold the whole thing inside. And the best part is that I've already made some roses. It's already done. Okay, so you can just arrange the whole thing. Okay, add in different places so that it's going to be easy. Just arrange as any way you want. Okay, done.
Something we can do and keep it for a
Yeah,
quick dish, right? We can
yeah,
do the flowers beforehand and keep it refrigerated.
yeah. And it stays really nicely. So I did this since it had water in it. It stays nicely. It doesn't even break. So just add, and then you can back. That's it. So simple, right? So easy. And then you can just put it in the baker. Okay, you can see, right? Give me 1 second. I'll show you the whole thing. So now you can put it back into the bake and do it for 20 minutes. Okay, you can just put it in the oven for 20 minutes, okay? So that will, oh, one other thing is that you can add more eggs if you want, okay? But when you are adding the egg, you need to add to this side, okay? So that way it's going to be holding the flowers also. The egg will hold the flowers also together, okay? So let's see. Okay, let's keep these things aside and then I'll show you. 1 second, and I'm going to bring you the tart that you, okay? Okay, very simple. Done. So I have already made one, okay? I've already made one dish up ahead because it takes some time for baking. So this is just 20 minutes bake. You can see, right? So this one also, I did half decorated. But if you really wanted to go full all together, you can just bake the whole thing, okay? So let's see how the texture is. You can see, right? I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut and show you guys. Okay, so ready? So coach, Papa, do you want to take a picture before I actually cut?
Let's fold it up and take a picture.
Yeah. Okay,
So
let's see. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, ready? So you can cut from the roses also. You can cut from the roses. Okay, so gives you, so it's already just giving you the whole. Okay. I'm gonna take one piece and show you guys. Okay. Ready? Okay. There you go. Can you see?
wow, it's beautiful, Kasifa.
So the tart is a bit soft, not as the dough, the flour dough. Okay. So it's kind of a soft, but still you can just fold it and then you can eat. Okay. So easy peasy, right? It's very easy. Okay. That's it. A very, very simple dish you can actually do. So that's what I said. So for the making, it doesn't take much time. It's just the baking part. Couscous takes you 5 minutes and put in the tart in 350 degrees Celsius. You can put it for like 10 minutes. Okay. The tart will be hardened. And then you can put the veggies. You can decorate anywhere you want. You can add the veggies and put it back for like 20 minutes. Okay. Since I added the veggies, I wanted it to be more like roasted out. So you can use for 20 minutes. So maximum it's like 30 minutes dish. And then the easy part is that, yes, the roast is quite a tricky one to make, not that difficult, but you can make it up ahead when you have the time. So this is like a best dish that you can have people overnight and people will be really impressed by the whole thing, I'm sure. And I can assure you the taste is amazing. Okay, so shall we go for our story? Okay, so the whole dish is done. I'm going to tell you guys about a bit of me. So 2 years ago, I started this journey. And one thing I'm sure a lot of people here, as the usual ones, have heard me say this many times. I really didn't like cooking at all. I don't like it. But then again, when I actually started cooking and learning to do these kind of different dishes, I actually became a passion to me. So I love cooking now, I can say. So when I first started this journey, like 15 years, I've struggled with my weight. I've been huge, and I've been told a lot of time that I would never lose my weight. So when I changed my whole lifestyle and when I started the healthy nutrition, everything changed. My whole life changed. I lost around 26 kgs, and I have maintained for the whole 1 year as the figure that you can see. And I even joined the MOPA, which gave an amazing photo shoot. So I would say before I was always tired. I cannot walk anywhere and I feel tired. And now I'm always energetic. I have more time. I have more things that I can do. So I'm really happy. And health wise, my health got better. So I had a lot of health issues like PCOS, everything got regular with the healthy lifestyle and the healthy exercise and everything that I was doing. So everything is normal, I would say. So that is about me, just a little bit and a brief of me, I would say. Shall we go for the, yeah, that's me. Shall we go for a photo for everyone? Okay, more sharing. Yes, how can we forget our nutrition clubs, right? So WXS Fit Clubs, though these are our physical ones in Malaysia. So if you're around anywhere of these places, you should actually join. So we have physical clubs, we have online ones. So the physical ones now it is, so Malay is also open. Now you can actually go to different places. So you can actually enjoy meeting people and you can just check out which nutrition club is the nearest by of yours. Okay, so next one. This is our lifestyle hub. So our schedules has been a bit changed. So now we have morning workouts in 3 days and we have evening workouts. So we have healthy cooking every Wednesday. So one of our coaches is going to give you amazing dishes. And we have our healthy nutrition class. So that's a class that you should join in because Coach Zidu more last Monday and even the Sunday gave phytonutrients. So you can actually learn anything about us. So different colors, the rainbow colors that you use in your dishes. And we have master classes after every fit hour. If you wanted to learn like any kind of healthy, like amazing dishes of your shakes, you just don't have to go for a bland new one. You can do so much with your F1. So you should join those classes and learn how to make your shakes healthy and yummy ones. Okay. So that's our lifestyle hub. And then here are the programs that we have. So we have 10 days lean and tone project. So every 10 days we have and we get break. And then we have our 21 days fit challenge. So we have 21 days fit challenge for women and we have 21 days fit challenge for unisex also, men and women. So anything you can join. So after actually joining the 10 days lean and tone program or 21 days, the next step definitely is going to be the MOP one. That's the reason why I mentioned the MOP photo shoot. So MOP is 8-week project. So after you get that beautiful body in that 8 weeks, you get a magazine cover picture in that. How amazing is that? I mean, for many years, we have struggled with weight, either to lose or gain even, right? So that's going to be amazing one that they're going to be your next step. And the other one that you can see is our body transformation challenge. So that is the one that gives you the abs. Okay, so if you're looking to have the abs, so it's gradually going from one to another program. And you should definitely join. And this one also gets you a photo shoot at the end of 8 weeks. Okay. And this is our this November month promotion. Coffee lovers should definitely look into this one because it gives you another coffee maker. Really great one. So you can ask your coaches about how to get it. So, and I would say you should tune in, you should wait. In 15 minutes time, Fit Hour is going to start. So you will have your workout.
Can we have a
Okay. Yes. Should I take it? Okay. Let's have a picture.
So everyone turn on the camera. Are we ready?
Give your best smile.
Best smile. Best. Okay, I can see more cameras turn on. Okay, here we go. One more. Thank you, girls. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so I hope you'll learn a new one today.